Hello and welcome to Gunners Daily YouTube channel, where I'm covering all the latest Arsenal news and everything that is happening around the club. One day till our FA Cup clash against Liverpool, a game that we simply have to win to change the direction of our season and get back on track. I expect it to be a great match and I can't wait for it to start. But anyway, in this video we are going to talk about all the latest Arsenal transfer news and what's been going on the market for the last 24 hours. But before we start, like always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Okay, let's go. In his latest press conference ahead of our game versus Liverpool, Mikel Arteta admitted that the injuries of Jurrien, Timber and Thomas Partey have been a huge blow for Arsenal this season. Quick reminder, Timber suffered a serious knee injury, limiting him to only 50 minutes in the opening league game of the season, whereas Partey has only been able to feature in 4 games in the Premier League this season so far, as he is nursing a significant thigh problem. Speaking to reporters ahead of the game, Arteta said, "It was a huge blow. Everyone could see from day one what he was going to bring to the team. The versatility, the quality, the leadership, and an ability that we did not have in the back line. It was a huge blow as well losing Thomas. We had other plans as well with him, to become very versatile and unpredictable in our way of playing. We have not had them and that is difficult. We have them in the building, which is a joy, but we have not had them on the field as much as we wanted. Unfortunately, that's a very long-term injury. He is doing really well, but he is still far from being fit to train with the team. We don't expect him back anytime soon, while Thomas still remains far from training with the team." This is what I mean when I tell you that I don't trust any of these Twitter sources who claim that Thomas Partey is fit and ready to play against West Ham, then it was Liverpool, and now, would you look at this, it turns out none of them really have a clue what's going on. Or when they said Timber is expected to start with light training in January and he could be ready to play sometime in February. Like, who comes up with that shit? Obviously none of that is true, and both of them will unfortunately be out of action for a very long time. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly expected to see Partey return to our starting lineup this month, but judging by the comments from Arteta and Ghana's national team coach, Chris Hughton, who said that Partey is currently having the worst injury of his career, it's not looking good. No one knows what's exactly wrong with him at the moment, but it's obviously something serious, because he's already been injured for 3 months this season, and we still don't have any positive news about his comeback. And it's a shame. Look, Timber is a great player, and he would be of massive use to Mikel Arteta this season. But not having Thomas Partey available for basically this whole season absolutely crushed this team. We are simply not the same team without Thomas Partey in our starting lineup, because we don't have any other player who can replace him. No offense to Jurrien, Mohamed Oneni, Kai Havertz, but come on, let's not lie to ourselves. When fit, Thomas Partey is levels above everyone else. So I absolutely understand Mikel Arteta when he says it's been a huge blow that these two are currently out. But look, since Thomas Partey joined Arsenal from Atletico Madrid, he's been injured for 344 days and counting. So 1 year basically. He's been unavailable for 1 whole year and counting since he came to the club. And in my opinion, Arteta and Edu Gaspar made a big mistake when they didn't sign another top quality midfielder this summer alongside Declan Rice, knowing that Partey has been struck with injuries since he joined us. I can only blame Mikel Arteta and Edu Gaspar for this. It's their fault we are having this situation right now, and I don't care what anybody says. If we bought another top quality midfielder instead of spending 60-70 million on Kai Havertz, we wouldn't even be talking about this crisis right now. But okay, we are still waiting for Kai Havertz and we are hoping that he will become our midfield solution for the rest of this season, unless we bring in someone new this month. And that's all I wanted to say on this topic, so let's move on to the next one. Arsenal have missed out on Brazilian wonderkid Marcus Leonardo, with the 20-year-old striker instead joining Benfica. The Gunners were one of the clubs chasing the striker, but he has now penned a 5.5-year deal with Benfica. We've talked a lot about Marcus Leonardo on this channel. There were some strong links and reports that Arsenal have already agreed a transfer deal for him, worth £17 million, if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, it was a bit weird to me from the start that Arsenal would buy some unproven young Brazilian star when we are in need of a top quality striker who can come in and solve our attacking problems immediately. So I'm not that surprised that this deal didn't go through. And it probably means that we are really looking for that big name signing if we are to bring a new striker this month. Kieran Tierneys has insisted that he will not be returning to Arsenal from Real Sociedad this month. Several people have already asked me if I was going to return to Arsenal now, and the answer is no. I'm going to stay here for sure. The decision is not mine, but the only thing I can say is that I love playing for Real Sociedad and I'm enjoying it very much. As most of you probably know, there have been some rumors going on that Arsenal could recall Kieran Tierneys from his loan due to the number of defensive injuries we are currently having, but that won't happen, obviously. Kieran Tierneys will stay at Real Sociedad till the summer, and he is under contract at Arsenal till 2026. What will happen with him when he returns? Who knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if Edu decides to put him for sale when his value is still somewhat high, because I don't think he has a future at Arsenal. And it's a shame. If not for all those injuries and everything else, I guarantee you, he would be our captain today. But those injuries unfortunately destroyed him. And just looking at him when he plays today, he's not the same player he was when he first joined Arsenal. It's a shame. I always loved Tierney, but that's life, that's football, and we have to move on. Arsenal are tracking River Plate youngster Agustin Ruberto, according to reports. The 17-year-old was the Golden Boot winner at last year's Under-17 World Cup and has a professional deal at his club that's running through until December 2024. He has already been the subject of interest from a Premier League side, having been pursued by Brighton and Hove Albion last year. Look, I'm just gonna say it, I know nothing about him, so I can't tell you anything about his style of play, how would he fit in, etc. But you know what? This deal, if it comes to it, can only be an investment for the future. He probably isn't the player that would automatically join our first team. But hey, if he's really that good, as they say in some of the reports I've been reading, why not? Manchester City, for example, are known for having a great scouting network, and they constantly find these hidden gems every single year. And obviously that's one of the main reasons why they are staying competitive on every level. So all in all, I wouldn't mind seeing us signing a player like Agustin Ruberto, because we all know how good is Highland Academy and how well can we develop a young player. And finally, here are some interesting events that happened throughout the history of Arsenal on this day. In 1934, Arsenal's legendary manager Herbert Chapman died from pneumonia, aged 55. He had won the league twice with Arsenal and the FA Cup once. Herbert Chapman is often credited as the great tactical innovator of the 20th century, with the way his teams played, leading English football away from the scrappy, attack-focused style of the Edwardian era to incorporate greater passing and teamwork. In an era when 2-3-5 formations were the norm, Chapman introduced the centre-half to mark opposition centre-forwards and encouraged the use of a deep-lying inside forward to link the play between defence and attack, effectively inventing the counter-attack. While his career was cut sadly short, Chapman's legacy is assured. He has a statue outside the Emirates Stadium, and he was inducted to the National Football Museum Hall of Fame in 2003. He was also one of the 5 pioneering figures featured in the 2013 exhibition Game Changers, 125 Years of the Football League. And in 2012, Arsenal re-signed 34-year-old record goal scorer Thierry Henry on a 2-month loan deal from MLS side New York Red Bulls. And it took him just 3 days to score one of the most iconic goals in Arsenal's history against Leeds United in the FA Cup. And that's it for today's video. So Gunners, thank you for watching, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Once again, thank you for joining in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.